The thing with stans is that it feels like a lot of times their identity is that person that they're standing.
Sure.
If it's Drake, for example, if a person's a Drake stan, that's their identity. And it's unfortunate when a person like this takes these losses, because then it starts to feel personal for them, because their entire identity has been
wrapped around that individual.
Oh, this person
their
is
success.
This person is
not necessarily just that individual, but how good they're doing.
Yes.
Right.
So a person succeeds. Oh, it's like, oh, my person has succeeded, and so in some way, shape, or form, it's like me succeeding. But when that person takes losses, the cope and the things y'all do to justify certain things going on, it low-key gets scary. It gets crazy.
Now look,
things that y'all start to do to like try to prop him up and give him a win because it feels like it's your win. W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. It's on you, bruh. Oh, great.
Mute yawn. I only have L's today. Only got L's.
Oh, darn.
First L I got is going out to Doja Cat.
Okay.
Doja Cat did an interview with Angie Martinez this week.
Mm-hmm.
Angie Martinez asked her about the people who say she worships the devil, or she promotes devil worshiping or witchcraft and stuff like that in her imagery. The response that she gave was the most mealy-mouthed word salad. Like, yeah, I mean, I see it all the time. I actually think about it all the time. Angie Martinez is like, what part of it? Just like all of it. I just think about it all and everything that people say. And I just decided that, that I can't do anything about it. And so I let those people think what they want to think because, they're going to say it. And, there's no reason for me to tell you that I'm not a devil worshiper.
It's a pretty good Doja Cat.
That's what it is.
That's
that was
exactly what she did.
It was, hey, I like the fact that y'all talking about me,
mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to tell you yes or no so that you'll keep talking about me.
Yep. I feel like a lot of these artists do that with the exact same thing. Like Uzi kind of does that same thing.
Your boy, Lil Nas. Now, he didn't fell off the face of the earth because I don't think anybody gives a shit anymore.
Well,
and you can only
he was doing drugs.
You can only go. Well, a lot of them do drugs. His problem is that his brand had become specifically based off of sensationalism, and so when you climb a ladder so high based off of that shit, and then you plateau, well, now what else are you gonna do to stay up there? It stopped being about the music. It stopped being about the actual artistry, and it start being about the bullshit. Well, when it's based off of bullshit, when the bullshit is over, ain't really nothing to sell anymore, is there?
Facts, no.
There's really nothing. There's nothing else to sell. So, I think that's what's happening with him. I don't necessarily want to say that about Doja Cat because I think she is talented, but still, I mean, a lot of this shit is just based off of clearly with the whole, hey, do you worship the devil? Are you a witch?
Ain't no would suffice.
She didn't even say, oh, that's ridiculous. She said, I listened to it all and I just decided not to answer it. Okay, well, Satan, get the hell away from me.
Right. MoFly, he said, this is the same chick that made a song called Bitch I'm a Cow. First of all, quiet as cat.
I'm a cow.
Bitch I'm a Cow.
I'm a cow. I'm a cow.
Bitch I'm a Cow was fucking fire. Low key.
If you want it, you eat it.
And then she started making trash after that. But
Yeah, it was
Bitch
garbage.
I'm a Cow was low key dope.
Isn't the My Freak song hers? And somebody gonna match my freak. Ain't that Doja Cat?
No, I thought that was Tinashe.
Oh, you're right. Yes, it is who that is.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna match my nasty. I mean, like that place.
Same person.
Somebody gonna match my freak. It's the same person.
Tinashe is Doja Cat that dances.
Anybody got a new technique?
Doja Cat is Tinashe that worships the devil.
That worships the devil.
Same thing.
Devil worshiping Tinashe. Godly Doja Cat. They're yin and yang.
I mean, that would explain why Doja Cat is more popular than Tinashe as well.
Oh,
Just saying.
shout out to Greta Thunberg, aka Greta Tuned Up.
That's her name?
That's her name now because they tuned her ass up that second time she got off that flotilla. And she wrote the first time, and they gave her the little, okay, come to the hotel for a few days, and then we'll ship you back. And then this time, apparently they drug her ass out by her hair and wrapped her in Israeli flag and showed her off as a prop and all this other stuff. Hey, listen, man, there was a time where I thought about really giving her parents a stern talking to for letting her just be out here doing this shit when she was a teenager. But like, she's kept up with it.
She has. And
like, she's like on the front face of the issues that she talks about. She doesn't talk about it from her keyboard in her house and her fancy apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, she's crossing international waters trying to get aid into it through an illegal blockade in the Middle East. So, shout out to her. She's one of the few that actually is about it and doesn't just talk about it.
She definitely be with the smoke.
Shout out to Greta Tuned Up. Oh, DJ Tim Westwood. Does that name sound familiar to any of y'all? Any Drake fans? Chi-Town, you here? Where you at?
Stamina. Since he's over in the UK.
Stamina.
That's y'all's boy. That's y'all man. I heard you.
Hey, yo, Westwood. That's your man's, yeah. you know, Timothy Westwood, yeah. That's your man's. Well, he's got some funny charges. Stamina.
He got some sex charges.
I want you to answer for your man's. You ain't never had no guilt in your stomach, Stamina, about Tim Westwood, huh? You ain't never feel guilty down in your gut,
I heard
huh,
you
Stamina?
grew up listening to him.
I heard you was with him. I heard you used to be with him all the time. You ain't never feel guilty about what was going on? So DJ Tim Westwood has been charged with 4 counts of rape.
Crazy.
Multiple counts of sexual and indecent assault. And that's per London's Metropolitan Police. I just knew about his connection to Drake. That's all.
Drake made him hot.
Drakey. Why you got all these weird friends? Why you got all the friends with the weirdo charges?
Because he is a weirdo. Because he has weirdo. Well, he doesn't have weirdo charges.
He had a weirdo case that he paid to get out of. Y'all niggas, y'all kick it with Russell Brand.
Yo, that is crazy. A lot of UK weirdness going on. We'll spare you from that, Stamina, but like,
hey, yo, Stamina, bruv. Explain this.
A lot of crazy. Well,
explain this shit, bro.
You know what? No, because there's a lot of craziness going on in the U.S. Let's not act like it's not the ghetto over here too.
Nah, bro, it's the burbs over here.
Even as banter, my skin is melting. Westwood is a fucking mess. Lock him up and melt the key.
Facts.
That's what Stamina said.
Factoid.
Bloody hell, Tim was reckless with his willy.
Bloody hell.
Hilarious.
All right. Moving on from the weirdo charge. I gave Julia Fox some props when we were talking about him. I said she did a good job in that movie. I thought she was great, actually. She did a really good job. I'm watching her do press with Marlon Wayans, and she talking all over this man.
Bruh.
Providing nonsense. Providing absolutely nothing to the discussion.
Nothing.
We talking to Marlon Wayans, a man.
A legend.
About men's stuff. About men and real men. Oh, I don't feel like real men exist. Nobody asked you, chick. Like, completely just cut in on the man's answer.
Crazy. When we have questions about Kanye West, we'll ask you. But otherwise, let Marlon speak.
When I want to find my next eyebrow bleacher, I will tag you in. This was a conversation between Marlon Wayans and the interviewer about manhood.
Yep.
I don't feel like they're real men. They look like men to me. Every time you see that men and feel like it's just an excuse to do mad behavior. You got an Instagram, girl. You got an Instagram. You got a Twitter. Go ahead and give your rants on air. What are you talking about?
Nothing. She just wanted to interrupt him as he was talking about what he wanted to speak about.
Julia Fox.
The most convenient time.
Stay in your place.
Facts.
Okay. Eric Dickerson. NFL legend. NFL Hall of Famer. Right? Member of the Pony Express back at SMU. Rams. Great. Shout out to Eric Dickerson. But this is some dumb shit. That's some dumb shit. So, I don't know why everybody feels inclined to talk to TMZ at the airport. I don't know why that's like celebrities' favorite pastime. Sitting there waiting for their luggage to come out, waiting on their ride, and here go TMZ just perusing. Oh yeah, you want to talk? You want to talk? Like why? And then Eric Dickerson of all people. So they find him by chance and ask him about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl show.
Of course. Oh God.
Oh my God. If Bad Bunny hate America so much, he should take his ass back to Puerto Rico. Fam. Eric.
Shit.
Now, I don't want to have to whip out no maps or give you any lessons in American history about the municipalities outside of the 50 nifty states. But let me remind you that Puerto Rico is a fucking territory. You have probably been to Puerto Rico before. Recall, when you went there, did you pull out your fucking passport? No. That's because you were still in the U.S.
Oh, my God. Bruh.
Go back to your own country, and your country is the United States. Is crazy.
So crazy.
This is dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid.
That's like saying the same thing about a Hawaiian.
And to keep it funky, like I don't think Eric Dickerson really knew who the fuck Bad Bunny really was. Like like Eric Dickerson got to be going into his 60s. Like now you got not that tapped in. Why take bold stances over things that you don't know about?
CTE.
Like I would never come out and just have some bold statements, some controversial statements about K-pop.
Right.
I would never get on the internet ranting and raving about men's lacrosse. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? You don't even but you don't know who that is. How about get on the phone with your grandchildren real fast and get some background and then talk.
I just know there were some conservatives that agreed with his dumb ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's speaking facts.
Get him out of America. You don't like America. You get the fuck out of America and go back to where you come from.
Build a wall around the island of Puerto Rico. Make them pay for it.
Make them pay for it. Van Jones is getting an L from me. Same thing.
Yeah, facts.
Same person.
Yep.
No. Van Jones was on Real Time with Bill Maher last week. This was.
Okay.
And they got on the subject of the propaganda wars, if you can even call it that. Going on our social media apps between, the Zios, the Zizis, trying to buy up every social media platform they can, or at least control it with their allies. Mm-hmm. And then the actual people who are going through the devastation around the world, who are able to use these platforms to let people know what's actually going on with them, right? Mm. Van Jones. This is Van Jones. This is the guy who got kicked out of the Obama administration because he was too radical. Van Jones, who started a anti-police violence coalition when he was in high school. Van Jones used to be dreaded up with the Koopa shells in his goddamn head and his locks. Right? That was who Van Jones used to be.
Facts.
Says that Qatar and Iran are running an intricate disinformation campaign that places young people, mainly Gen Z and millennials, right, where only thing that they see on their algorithms is dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby Diddy, which met a huge laugh and applause from Bill Maher's vapid ass liberal audience.
Of course. Sure.
Right? And then dead Gaza baby. Basically saying that all of that is part of a coordinated disinformation plan from Iran.
So if that was the case, don't you think that there's a reason why there's so many just different dead Gaza babies?
Well, no, they're not real. According to Van Jones, they're not real.
It's not even real.
It's a disinformation campaign.
Okay.
So they're putting fake pictures of dead Gaza babies on the internet to sow discord.
Oh, my God.
Like the pipeline from activist to state-sponsored tool is so refined. It is such a refined pipeline. That's why I can't trust none of you niggas now. Sure. That's why I can't trust none of you niggas now. Killer Mike on TV with Ethan Hawke. Bro, what the fuck? You you pro-socialist, anti-capitalist, all of this shit when Bernie was going on. Now you chilling it with the
Bernie
rich
was
white
a
folks.
Guy. Like he was actively campaigning for Bernie.
Not that you can't get your money, but dog, like, what? Matter of fact, Atlanta, let me know if we have any viewers from Atlanta watching the pod. Y'all let me know what Little Mike got going on in the area besides stopping the violence in Wakanda.
You were actively campaigning for Bernie. Trump just come in and change y'all niggas' minds about everything.
Like, it's nuts, bro. It's nuts. But yeah, no. Van Jones, I think it was he probably got forced to apologize. You know, he's still on CNN. Mm-hmm. But only so that he only apologized for what he said sounded like a joke. He didn't apologize for saying that the babies was fake. Didn't apologize for actually making a joke, because that's literally what you did.
Right.
He said, "I'm sorry that what I said sounded like a joke and it sounded insensitive." And we're on my way.
I'm sorry you feel a way about.
Right. I was gonna say, I'm sorry you got upset. Sorry you mad. Bitch ass nigga.
Say sorry to Memphis Bleak and Jay-Z before he run up on you with them hands.
That man said, Van Jones, Van Lathan, Honda Odyssey. Don't matter. We lining you niggas up.
Oh, shit.
Astro Van. Lay down or stay down.
I'm giving a dub to a Columbus battle rapper by the name of Ghost, specifically from the north side. He's been doing he's been making a lot of moves. I've been talking about him since, I want to say, 2020 or maybe right around that time. I went to a battle of his, seen him in person. He's dope. And it looks like he's made his way onto the URL roster.
Who's it?
His name is Ghost. So shout out to URL for finally having some Columbus talent on the URL. Ghost. Not that I've been watching battle rap all that much lately. I've seen a few battles here and there, and I feel like I've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit when it comes to battle rap, just because it doesn't seem like the oomph is there with battle rap like it used to be. But shout out to Ghost. Dope battle rapper. If y'all still do watch the URL, make sure y'all check him out when he goes up and performs. You know, for the fans of Homeboy, a lot of people are going to look back at his career when it's all said and done and give him so many accolades, right? The points that he scored, the few championships, even though he was supposed to win more championships. The fans of LeBron James, when it's all said and done, are going to give him the proper accolades. But I don't feel like enough people are going to talk about how much of a troll he's been throughout his entire career. Bro came out and told us the Decision 2.0 was happening this week, and he gave us a time and date for it. And then people tuned in, and it was a Hennessy ad. A Hennessy ad, dog. The Decision 2.0 is Hennessy. I know there's a lot of reasons to be mad at him, but the trolling sometimes is funny as hell.
It would only be funny if he was about to come out and dominate.
Oof.
Everybody thought that you were circling around the retirement talk, right? And it's like, got y'all. I ain't retiring. But then Ed's going to be on your face because, like, you still got to play. Like, you have to play. Sure. And so when you come out and you still can't sit down and play defense, and the only shot you got is a 35-foot jumper, step back at that, right, with little to no dribbling package, then who's the fucking joke on? Are we going to get a Decision 2.5 halfway through the season?
Decision 2.5 is crazy.
Like, look, man.
There's plenty of reason to be mad at
you
it.
can only get upset about it is if you put anything on it in the first place. I wasn't paying attention to it in the first place.
Sure.
If he was going to retire, then great. If he wasn't, then, darn.
I just feel like, okay, people want to hype him up as the GOAT all the time. It's just like, LeBron might be the greatest troll the NBA has ever seen, bro. I mean, bro talked about the autobiography of Malcolm X and didn't read not one page in that book.
He's a smart man. He's a smart man. Very, very, very smart man.
Bro talked about The Godfather being his favorite movie and clearly
he couldn't name a single line. The most recitable movie of all time. Like, it has the most legendary one-liners, the entire series, of any other film franchise in American film history, and he can't give you anything.
Just so many quotes. So many great quotes.
It's so many of them. I can't even think of a single one. Not a single one. My brain is flowing with so much Godfather. I can't say any Godfather.
Bro said he knew that it was coming before it happened. He knew Kobe was going to score 81 points.
Oh my God.
Before it happened.
I said he gonna go for 80. Watch.
I said I was thinking he might go for 70. He might go for 80. He scored 81.
Man, I seen Bronny playing on the Nerf hoop one time, and he made a play, and I said, "Oh yeah, he's special."
He's
man
sold us on a Bronny bill that still is yet to come.
Man, Bronny could hoop in the NBA right now. Oh my God, I seen another one of them film breakdowns of him, and boy, it's terrible.
Oof.
It's terrible. And you know what the irony of it is that they are in Los Angeles quietly starting to give up on a second round pick on the roster right now. But it's not Bronny James. It's Dalton Ketch. It's the 6'8" handling forward who's having a bit of a sophomore slump. They want to move him.
Yeah.
They want to move him. So Dalton Ketch has to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this this undersized guard who can't shoot, can't dribble, and plays lackluster defense is going to be an eyesore on the roster until his father retires.
Yep.
I can't even blame Dalton Ketch for not developing. He was a rookie last year, and his coach was J.J. Redick.
Yeah.
Like, so much for development.
No.
My coach is a first-time head coach, long-time podcaster.
I mean, getting rid of Kuz and Lonzo and Julius Randle should have told you that. And
Brandon Ingram and Svi Mikhailuk and Bryant, Thomas Bryant, and Ivica Zubac.
All of that should have told you that this would be something that would happen.
And Mo Wagner.
Mo Wagner. Yo.
Like, just player after player after player after player after player.
I'm just saying, the man who came up with the deluxe album should be noted as one of the best trolls in the NBA.
Come on with the deluxe album.
Just the deluxe album was crazy. So, but also the troll job done here. Again, some of you might have hated it, but the fact that a Laker fan is about to sue him because so many people bought the tickets for the last game is crazy.
Yeah,
so crazy.
I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, but yeah, no, that is crazy. That is nuts.
So many people bought tickets to the last game because they thought,
son of a bitch,
farewell season for Bron. They're going to play the Jazz. Tickets now.
I want to so bad. I want him to announce when he's going to retire so that he can compete to try to beat Kobe's final game. I want to see him chase it.
I can see that.
I want to see him chase 60 points in his final game so bad. I want to see it happen. I want him to be at the end of his rope. Like, this is the last thing I can do to get over top to make them respect me. And then him going like 10 for 48 in his final game.
10 for 48 is crazy. 10 for 48 is not happening.
In his final game.
10 for 48.
They just let him jacket. And the only thing he can do at that point is shoot threes. So he just launching them bitches.
You gotta relax.
Just launching them hoes.
You gotta relax. That is Ohio's go right there.
He put up 18 threes in the game and only hit 4 of them.
Okay. See, I was having fun with the troll comments, and now you're just ruining.
I can't fucking wait. I can't wait until he goes out and chases 60 in his final game and comes up with 16.
Not chat actually giving us Godfather quotes.
I always knew it was you, Fredo.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yes.
Solid.
Thank you.
Solid.
Thank you.
Solid.
So if you've actually watched Godfather, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you're asking me for a favor. Oh, what am I going to do? You offer me a deal I can't refuse.
Literally.
Like, come
all you have
on.
to do is say that.
Come on.
Who does it? There's people who haven't seen the movie that could quote that. Jesus. But anyway, GOAT troll in the NBA. Just throwing that up there. Next L. Want to laugh for a little while?
Sure.
The judge went ahead and dismissed Drake's bullshit ass case. Not the Drake fans telling me he's doing something pivotal for hip hop. Yeah, take that and fucking throw it out the window. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
How
We told you months ago that this was a stupid idea and this would get thrown out. Look what happened. Look where we are.
I'm surprised it took this long.
I am too.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Same.
But I think it took this long because now his representation were able to bleed this thing out this long and, you know, make their frivolous legal argument so that they can keep running up their retainer.
Oh, well, yeah.
This motherfucker didn't even make it to trial. This is all pre-trial back and forth, and it got tossed.
Yep.
Are you not embarrassed?
Hey, man.
Are you not embarrassed?
Not it being 2026, almost 2026, and you're still taking losses to
Kendrick Lamar. To Kendrick Lamar.
Like, bruh, had you just took the L a long ass time ago, you wouldn't still be taking them into 2026.
Meantime, we in Mexico City. We in Argentina with it. You know what I'm saying?
We not even thinking about you no more. Going nuts.
Going crazy. We got the whole world calling you a minor.
Like, it didn't have to be like this, but you decided to make it like this.
And now, like, even the quote unquote legitimate route that you had to take. Oh, well, he took it too far and he did. No. We marched this shit into court. The judge laughed it out of the court and said, nah, this is rat beef. And not only is it rat beef, it's rat beef that you started. And not only is it rat beef that you started, you specifically egged him on for the things that you are now trying to call defamatory in court. Get your ass on.
Not you taking somebody to court for shooting you and you handed them the gun and loaded the shit.
And then took their finger on the trigger and went boop. And went boop.
And now you want to sue and you lost the lawsuit again. But we're still taking losses. And again, like, at this point, obviously we said in Behind the Cape, we were talking about how Marvel and the positioning they're in right now to basically take the final downfall. Drake's in that position as well, right? Mm-hmm. The only potentially redeeming thing now is his album. And because we've heard some of the shit that's come from the album, I have no reason to believe that that's going to help. And so now it's nosedive time. It's nosedive time.
Hey, y'all.
Nosedive time.
I know some of y'all not going to want to hear this, but this loss is worse than the Ja Rule loss to 50 Cent.
Absolutely.
And we see where Ja Rule ended up. Okay. Now y'all can be of the mindset that Drake got all these gambling associations because that's really his friends, or you can read between the lines and realize that he may have a problem there too. But one thing that I feel like is the more pressing issue is the fact that the music is no longer musicking, and he took a lot of chances with his reputation here over the last 2 years. We are going to start seeing the effects of that. So now to have a gambling hankering, that's on our back, and then not as successful music, how do those two things sustain themselves? I don't know.
The thing with
He's gonna be Bruno Mars in a couple of years.
Right. The thing with stands is that it feels like a lot of times they identify and they like their identity is that person that they're standing.
Sure.
Right. So like if it's Drake, for example, if a person's a Drake stan, that's their identity. And it's unfortunate when a person like this takes these losses, because then it starts to feel personal for them, because their entire identity has been
wrapped around that individual.
Oh, this person
their
is
success.
This person is
not necessarily just that individual, but how good they're doing.
Yes. Right. So a person succeeds. Oh, it's like, oh, my person has succeeded, and so in some way, shape, or form, it's like me succeeding. But when that person takes losses, the amounts of cope and the things y'all do to justify certain things going on, it low-key gets scary. It gets crazy.
Now look,
things that y'all start to do to like try to prop him up and give him a win because it feels like it's your win.
Listen, Albots, Portia, I want y'all to know y'all got a home here. Okay? You don't want your idol all in court, cease and desist for hoes. Okay? Y'all can come over here. We'll create a new nest. Ooh. Come over with back of the bus.
Facts.
We will welcome you with open arms.
Facts.
We will accept all refugee Albots in our platform.
Yeah.
Come on through. Come on. It's okay. It's all right. And when y'all see the boogeyman creeping in this time, don't get nervous because he's a friend. Okay?
Facts.
Y'all with the good guys now.
Hey, and you don't even have to put in that much work for us. Just comment every now and then, share some of our videos. You ain't got to do all this stuff.
Y'all bona fide squad homies now. Come on, we all family. It's all good. In the club, we're all fam.
In the club, we all fam.
we're all fam.
Oh man, hilarious.
It's Dubs and L's this week, folks. Let us know what you thought about our takes. Tell us what you thought, or give us your takes in the prompt below. Like, share, subscribe. We're here live every Sunday at 4:30. Replays every 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Every 10 a.m. Every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Facts. And make sure you check out Dubs and L's from previous weeks. See what we talked about. See what we discussed. And then, like you said, make sure you join us every Wednesday at 10. We'll have another one up for you.